And welcome. This video, I'm going to explain everything about the Goldshell HS5 profitability. We're going to dive deep into the spreadsheet that I am tracking every single day, how many coins I mine, what is the price of the coin that day, and I'm going to show you a couple different scenarios. Is it better to sell the day you get it, or is it better and accumulate? Hey guys, I am Mr. Maciek, and this video is over 7 months of mining with an HS5 made by Goldshell. I actually have 4 of these machines and they are mining 24/7, heating up my garage, running my electricity bill high. However,
it's making me money.
Now, without further ado, let's go right into the computer and I'm gonna show you exactly what's going on and how much money this has made. Okay, we are here looking at my spreadsheet that breaks everything down really well. So here's what we got going on. First of all, if you haven't seen the spreadsheet yet, I am currently 222 days into mining. As I scroll down here, as you can see, yesterday, the 19th, was the 222nd day, and today is December 20th. Now let's scroll up here, and here's what we got. Here's my day numbers. We are mining Siacoin, and this is the actual date that I started mining, plus how many did I mine on that day total, plus what was the price at midnight on that particular day. Then I do some math over here, and we'll go over all this in just a second. Now, what you want to be looking at is total money mined and total per unit, because as you can tell here, I bought 1 unit in April, I bought another unit in May, and then I bought 2 units in August. So I adjusted this price per unit column to reflect how many miners were running that day. Now there are a few variations on here. First of all, there's a few days that I switched to the Handshake algorithm because I'm mining the Siacoin, and I did switch to Handshake on one of my miners periodically because they actually made more money. Now, what I learned about switching to Handshake is that the heat output was out of this world. The fans were so much louder, the electricity was more, and the heat was higher. So basically where I mine, my room got a lot hotter, and it was not good because what happened is the 3 Siacoin miners kept going and then the Handshake miner stopped due to overheating, because I do not have a dedicated air conditioner for this little space that I mine in, and I actually have passive air coming in, active air being blown out. So I am circulating the air, but it just got so hot that I decided not to do it. So there's just a little bit of adjustments on this, but over 222 days, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the spreadsheet. Okay, so here's what we got going on. First of all, I just want to mention, look, it started off as $40 a day. Then as the price of Siacoin went down, because it started at 3 cents, as it started going down and down, look at this, 1.7 cents. Now I'm down to $24 over here. And then as I scroll down, what happened to the price of Siacoin? Well, it started dropping. That's what happened. Look, we're at 1.1 cents over here. Then it keeps going down to 1.2, and it did bounce back though. So as you can tell here in August, it kind of started bouncing back again. And I did have 2 miners at this stage in the game. And then here is the first day that I had 4 miners going. So that was really nice. But as you can tell, the average price per miner is approximately $25 to $30, right? There's a couple 21s, a couple 33s right here, and that's okay. So this is actual profitability if I would have sold exactly on the day that I received my payout. And I use DX Pool to mine, and they take their little cut for their profit. And then what happens at the end of the day is once a day, they pay out into my crypto account. Now, if you're interested in setting up an HS5 or any of the large ASIC miners by Goldshell, just click on the link, I think right here, and it's gonna show you exactly what to do, how to set it up, how to set up your power, and everything else. Okay, so bottom line is this, guys. If I would have held every single one of my coins the entire time, and I would sell right now, today, then I would have a grand total of almost $11,000. Now, as you can tell, when I bought these miners, I bought one for $9,100, one for $9,500, and 2 for $6,600 each. Right now, you can get them on dxpool.io. So the website is dxpool.io. You go into the products, and then you will see all the miners that they have available. They are a reseller for Goldshell, And if you just scroll down a little bit, well, go to the second page, then you can go to the HS5, only $7,500. And they do actually have a few in stock still, 5 of them total. So that's what the price is, $7,500. I think that includes shipping. Anyway, back to this. This is the total amount that I spent on these miners, almost $32,000. And if I was to sell all the coins today, I would only have 11. That's over 7 months of mining, and that's all I had. Now, I did do this other calculation, is what if I would have sold every single day as I get the payout? And in this case, I would have made 13.3. Still not very good in my opinion. Now let's actually calculate the return on investment. Okay, well, first thing that I did to calculate this is I wanted to get the cost per miner, how much I made per day. So that's this right here, right? This is dollar profit per unit. And I adjusted, as I added these later on, I adjusted this number. So then I summed this whole thing up right here, and that totaled $5,380.01. That is assuming I sell it every single day as I get my coins. Okay, so here's the math that I did here. Since the price today is $7,500 and I made $24.23 per day on average. And how did I calculate this? I basically took the price per unit, summed it all up right here. And then after this summing up, I divided by 222 days and it averaged out to $24.23 per day. Now, keep in mind, I'm not taking into account any electric cost. There is definitely a cost to this, but I'm not taking into account because I don't know exactly how much it is. I'm not keeping track of that. So it's telling me that basically in 309 days, I get to pay this miner back. Now, is that a good investment? So if someone gave you $7,500 and then 309 days later they came back and they said, give me back my $7,500 and give me your miner, is that a good deal? Because that's what that means. And I think that is a great deal because investing in real estate without any speculation on the appreciation cannot get me this kind of return. Now, is that a good deal? Well, I think it is. $7,500 and you get it back in 309 days. I don't know of any stock that pays a dividend that basically doubles your money in 309 days, do you? I don't think there are any that exist. We have 20% at best. Actually, if you take 2423 and multiply it by 365, we have $8,845 that you would get back. Now, I know I'm not including electricity. And then when you do the math, what kind of return is that? You divide that by this right here, you have 117.94% returns. Now, if the stock market gives you 5% return, you're happy. If your savings account in your bank gives you 0.01%, well, you may not be happy, but that's what they give you. They give you some pathetic numbers. 5% in the stock market is good. Here we have 118 when I rounded up percent. That's ridiculous. So do I recommend you buy an HS5? Absolutely. Is it high risk? Absolutely. Because after 309 days, I just get my money back. Anything after that is gravy, and that's really where the true profit is. Mind you, I'm not taking into account the electric costs, and the electric cost is only about $2.50 a day, $2.50 a day. So do the math, subtract, whatever percent that is. Every state has different electric rates. If you can set this up in a commercial space that somebody might own, that you might own, is going to be cheaper than in a residential space. Also, if you could set it up in a garage or somewhere where you don't need to run an air conditioning unit to cool it down, great. If you have to have it inside your house in a bedroom, you're also spending additional electric costs on air conditioning. So I think this is a great investment, and that's why I have 4 of them running nonstop 24/7, making me money. So if you have any questions whatsoever about the Goldshell HS5, please drop a comment below, ask your question. I reply to pretty much every single question at this point, since I'm still not overloaded with all the questions that get brought. Now, if you're interested in mining cryptocurrency, then please check out some of my other videos where I talk about some Goldshell box miners as well. Thank you for watching.